Hey everyone, I'm willing to bet that you're tuned in today because you're curious about how to make some serious money with AI in 2025.
Well,
Well, today we have a fascinating deep dive for you based on a podcast episode.
uh-huh.
It's called How to Make Money with Artificial Intelligence in 2025.
Okay.
And it features a business owner just like you,
Okay.
Ramesh, getting some expert advice from Sarah, an AI guru.
Yeah, it's interesting because
We'll be your guides, unpacking their conversation and exploring how you can use these insights to boost your income or even revolutionize your business.
the podcast is set in the near future, so it gives us a sneak peek into how AI is becoming even more intertwined with our lives and our work.
Exactly. It's not just some far-off sci-fi fantasy anymore. We're
No.
talking about practical strategies you can use right now
Right.
to get ahead of the game.
Mm-hmm.
One of the biggest takeaways is the power of AI-powered automation.
Yeah.
Sarah explains how AI is incredible at handling those tedious, repetitive tasks that eat up so much of our time.
Think about it. Scheduling appointments, sending emails, data entry.
I hate those.
Those are all things that AI can do flawlessly, freeing you up to focus on the big picture stuff that actually moves the needle for your business.
It's like having a tireless assistant who never takes a break.
Absolutely.
Sarah specifically highlights AI chatbots for customer service.
Yeah.
And these aren't your grandma's chatbots.
Right.
They use something called natural language processing,
Uh-huh.
which basically means they can hold human-like conversations and provide 24/7 support.
This is a game changer for businesses of all sizes.
Yeah.
Imagine a small business suddenly being able to offer the kind of sophisticated customer support that was previously only available to huge corporations.
Right.
It's leveling the playing field.
Ramesh was initially hesitant about using chatbots,
I can see why.
but Sarah pointed out that in 2025, these things are so advanced that they actually learn from every interaction and get smarter over time.
Yeah.
It's not just about answering basic questions.
Right.
They can actually build relationships with your customers.
And because they're available around the clock, customer satisfaction goes up, and you don't have to worry about staffing call centers during all hours.
It's a win-win.
Exactly.
But AI automation isn't just for customer service.
Yeah.
It can be applied across so many industries.
Yeah.
The podcast mentioned some really cool examples like using AI for bookkeeping and fraud detection in finance,
Okay.
or even using it for predictive maintenance in manufacturing.
Interesting.
The key here is finding ways to make your operations more efficient.
Yeah.
If you can do more with the same resources, you're going to have a serious advantage over your competitors.
Right.
And that directly translates to higher profits.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's say you're on board with this whole AI automation thing,
Yeah.
but you're thinking, where do I even begin?
Good question.
Sarah has some great advice for getting started.
What's that?
Start small.
Okay.
Don't try to revamp your entire business overnight.
Right.
Pick one area where AI can make a real difference.
Like what?
Maybe it's automating those email responses
Right.
or handling appointment scheduling
Right.
and just experiment.
Makes sense.
It's all about taking those baby steps and finding what works best for your specific needs.
I like that.
As you start seeing the benefits firsthand,
Yeah.
you'll naturally want to explore other areas where AI can boost your efficiency and your bottom line.
Right.
Now, hold on to your hats because we're about to enter the realm of AI-powered content creation.
This is where it gets really futuristic.
Imagine AI writing blog posts, crafting social media updates, even producing entire videos from scratch.
It sounds crazy, but this is happening right now.
It is.
In the podcast, Sarah explains how AI video creation works.
How's that work?
You basically give the AI a script or a concept,
Yeah.
and it generates the visuals, the voiceover, the music, everything.
So let's say you're a travel agent trying to promote a new destination.
Okay.
Instead of spending a ton of money and time hiring a film crew to create a promotional video,
Uh-huh.
you could have an AI do it for you in a fraction of the time and cost.
That's a great example.
And think about the implications for creative industries in general.
Yeah.
AI writing tools can help writers overcome writer's block,
Wow.
generate multiple variations of a script,
Interesting.
or even translate content into different languages instantly.
The point is, AI isn't meant to replace human creativity.
Right.
It's about amplifying it.
Uh-huh.
That's like having a superpowered assistant that can help you produce more content, explore new ideas, and ultimately get your message out to a wider audience.
So if you're a content creator of any kind, whether you're a writer, a marketer, a designer,
Yeah.
you definitely need to be paying attention to this.
Right.
It's a total game changer.
And it's not just about creating more content.
Right.
It's about creating better content.
Yeah.
When you're freed from those tedious, time-consuming tasks, you can actually focus on the strategic aspects of your work,
Right.
the things that require human creativity and ingenuity.
We've seen how AI can scale up our efforts in automation and content creation, but there's another crucial application we need to dive into.
Okay.
Data analysis.
This is where things get really interesting for those data-driven folks out there.
This is about using AI to find those hidden patterns and insights in your data that would be impossible for a human to spot on their own.
Right.
We're talking about making smarter decisions based on hard data.
Yeah.
Sarah gives some compelling examples in the podcast.
Like what?
For instance, in retail, AI can analyze customer data to create those personalized product recommendations
Oh, yeah.
that you see popping up everywhere.
Uh-huh.
This not only leads to increased sales,
Sure.
but also helps businesses build stronger relationships with their customers.
Imagine a small clothing boutique being able to offer the same level of personalized recommendations as a giant online retailer.
Right.
That's the power of AI.
And it's not just retail. In the financial world, AI can be used to predict market fluctuations,
Okay.
which can help investors make more informed decisions. This is where we get into the world of algorithmic trading,
Right.
where AI is analyzing market data and executing trades at lightning speed.
Now, Ramesh did raise a valid point about the potential risks of algorithmic trading.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
After all, AI is only as good as the data it's fed, and mistakes can happen.
That's true.
But when it's done right, with proper oversight and risk management protocols in place,
Right.
algorithmic trading can give investors a significant edge.
So data analysis isn't just for big corporations and Wall Street.
Right.
It can be incredibly beneficial for small businesses as well.
Yeah.
The podcast highlights a restaurant using AI to analyze reviews, sales data, and even social media trends.
Interesting.
Imagine being able to identify your most popular dishes,
Oh, wow.
predict customer demand, and even optimize your staffing schedule based on AI-powered insights.
It can completely revolutionize the way you run your business.
And the best part is you don't need to be a data scientist to use these tools.
That's great.
By 2025, user-friendly, cloud-based AI platforms are readily available,
Yeah.
making it easier than ever for anyone to unlock the power of data.
The key is to start thinking about what data you have available and how you can use AI to extract actionable insights from it.
Right.
It could be anything from customer feedback to website analytics to social media engagement.
Yeah.
The possibilities are truly endless.
Now, we've covered a lot of ground,
Yeah.
but there's one more game-changing application of AI that we need to discuss,
Okay.
developing entirely new products and services.
This is where things get truly innovative.
This is where AI goes beyond simply optimizing what already exists
Uh-huh.
and starts creating entirely new possibilities.
Right.
We're talking about groundbreaking solutions to problems that we haven't been able to solve before.
The podcast gives some incredible examples.
Like what?
In healthcare, they're using AI to develop personalized treatments based on a person's DNA.
Wow.
And in education, we're seeing the rise of adaptive learning apps that tailor the learning experience to each individual student.
It's mind-blowing stuff.
And this is just the tip of the iceberg.
I bet.
The potential for AI-powered innovation is practically limitless.
I believe it.
It's an exciting time to be alive, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. What I love about this episode is that it shows how AI is not just for tech giants. It's for anyone with a good idea and a willingness to learn.
It's truly democratizing innovation.
We've covered a lot of ground in this first part of our deep dive,
Yeah,
but there's so much more to explore.
definitely.
We'll be back in just a moment to dive deeper into some specific strategies for getting started with AI,
Okay.
no matter your skill level or budget.
Feels good.
So stick around
Yeah.
because this is just the beginning.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Before the break, we were talking about how AI is changing the game for anyone looking to make money. And what's really encouraging is you don't have to be a tech whiz or part of some massive corporation
Right.
to harness this power.
Yeah, that's what's so exciting about all of this. The source material really emphasizes that AI is becoming accessible to everyone. Small businesses, individuals, anyone with a good idea and the drive to learn
Right.
can use AI to their advantage.
It's about empowering people to innovate and create. So let's get practical.
Okay.
I'm sure some of you are thinking, okay, this all sounds incredible.
Yeah.
But where do I even start?
Right.
Well, Sarah, the AI expert in our source material, offers some excellent advice for beginners.
Okay.
Her first tip is pure gold.
Okay.
Start small.
I like it.
Don't try to revolutionize your entire business or life overnight.
Right.
Pick one specific area where AI could make a real difference and start experimenting.
So find those low-hanging fruit.
Exactly.
Those areas where you can get a quick win and build some momentum.
Yeah, once you see those benefits firsthand, you'll be more motivated to explore other ways that AI can help you.
Absolutely. Those early wins can be incredibly motivating.
And speaking of exploring,
Yeah.
Sarah's second tip is all about education.
Okay.
She encourages everyone to learn the basics of AI.
Okay, so how do we do that?
Well, the good news is there are tons of free resources available online.
Like what?
Courses, articles, videos,
Right.
you name it.
That's where that natural curiosity we all have comes in handy, right?
Absolutely.
There's so much to learn about AI, but you don't need to become a data scientist overnight.
Right.
Start by understanding those fundamental concepts and then gradually expand your knowledge from there.
It's just like learning anything new. You
Yeah.
start with the basics and build upon that foundation.
I like that.
And the cool thing is the tools themselves are becoming more and more user-friendly.
Yeah.
So even if you're not a techie person,
Right.
you can still get a grasp on how to use AI effectively.
I think a lot of people get intimidated by AI because it seems so technical.
Right.
But honestly, it's like anything new. Once you actually dive in, you realize it's not as complicated as you thought.
Right. And even if you're not a tech expert,
Yeah,
there's value in understanding the basic principles of AI.
I agree.
That way, you can make informed decisions about how to use it in your business or personal life.
All right, so we talked about starting small and learning the basics. But what happens if you hit a roadblock? What if you're just not sure where to go next?
That's a good question.
Well, Sarah has a third piece of advice that's really important.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah,
There's no shame in seeking guidance from experts.
I agree.
There are plenty of AI consultants and specialists out there who can help you navigate the world of AI.
It's true. And sometimes having a mentor
Yeah.
can make all the difference.
It's like having a coach
Right.
or a tutor,
Exactly.
someone who can help you along the way.
Uh-huh.
It's an investment in your success, and it can save you so much time and frustration in the long run.
Now let's shift gears a bit
Okay.
and talk about some of the potential questions or concerns people might have about AI.
Yeah.
One of the big ones that often comes up is the issue of jobs.
That makes sense.
If AI can automate so many tasks,
Uh-huh.
does that mean certain jobs will become obsolete?
Yeah. That's a valid concern, and it's something that's been debated a lot.
Yeah.
Historically, new technologies have always disrupted the workforce.
Exactly.
I mean, just look at what happened during the Industrial Revolution.
You're exactly right.
So what's different this time?
Well, the reality is that AI will likely change the nature of certain jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, some jobs may become automated.
Right.
But it's also important to remember that new technologies
Yeah.
often create new opportunities as well.
It's not about humans versus machines.
Right.
It's about humans and machines working together.
Exactly.
I like that.
The jobs of the future will likely require a different skill set,
Okay.
one that emphasizes things like creativity,
Uh-huh.
critical thinking, problem solving, and emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
The things that AI can't replicate.
Those are the uniquely human skills that will become even more valuable in an AI-driven world.
Absolutely.
Rather than fearing AI, we need to embrace it as a tool that can enhance our capabilities and help us achieve new levels of productivity and innovation.
It's about adapting and evolving,
Yeah.
just like we've always done as humans.
Now, another potential concern that comes up with AI is the idea of control.
That's a big one.
As AI becomes more powerful,
Yeah.
how can we ensure it's used responsibly?
Right.
I mean, we've all seen those sci-fi movies where AI takes over, right?
Yeah, I hear you. Those movies can definitely spark some anxieties.
Right.
But in reality,
Yeah.
AI is a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for bad.
Uh-huh.
It's up to us as humans
Yeah.
to guide its development
Okay.
and ensure it's used ethically and responsibly.
It's about setting those boundaries and guidelines, right?
Is it
Making sure we're using AI to benefit humanity, not to harm it.
It's an ongoing conversation
Yeah.
and a shared responsibility.
Makes sense.
Developers, policymakers, business leaders, and individuals all need to be part of the discussion about how to create a future where AI is used for good.
It sounds like a pretty exciting challenge, honestly.
It is.
Shaping the future with this incredibly powerful technology.
It's not something we've ever faced before.
You're right. It's uncharted territory, and that's what makes it so interesting.
We've covered a lot of ground in this second part of our deep dive.
Yeah.
But we still have more to explore.
I can't wait to see where we go next. Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been exploring this amazing potential of AI and how it's poised to revolutionize the way we make money.
Yeah.
But let's get down to brass tacks and see how it's actually being used in the real world.
One of the most exciting things about AI is that it's not limited to just one industry.
Right.
It's being applied in so many different ways.
Yeah.
From healthcare and finance to education and entertainment.
Okay, so let's play a little game of AI spotting.
Right.
I'll throw out an industry.
Okay.
And you tell me how AI is making waves. Drawing from examples in our source material and your own insights.
Sounds good.
Ready. First up, healthcare.
Healthcare. This is where things get really fascinating.
Yeah.
Remember those personalized treatments based on DNA we talked about earlier?
Uh-huh.
That's not science fiction anymore.
I know.
AI is being used to analyze complex genetic information so doctors can tailor therapies to individual patients.
Wow, so it's like having a superpowered medical detective working behind the scenes.
Precisely.
Looking for clues that humans might miss.
Yeah, and AI is also speeding up the process of developing new drugs and therapies.
That's huge.
But it's not just about treatment.
Okay.
AI is also transforming the way we learn.
Oh, so.
Think about those adaptive learning apps in education.
Uh-huh.
AI tutors can personalize lessons, adjust to a student's pace, and provide real-time feedback.
It's like having a personal tutor for every student, which could make education so much more effective and engaging.
Exactly.
Okay, next up, finance. We already touched on algorithmic trading, but I have a feeling there's a lot more going on in this sector.
Absolutely.
What?
AI is being used to detect fraud,
Yeah.
assess credit risk, and even provide personalized financial advice.
So it's like having a financial advisor in your pocket available 24/7.
Right. And speaking of accessibility,
Uh-huh.
it seems like AI is making financial services available to people who might not have had access before.
That's a really important point.
AI-powered platforms can reach underserved populations, providing them with the tools and resources they need to manage their finances effectively.
That's amazing.
Okay, how about a tougher one? Entertainment.
Oh, good one. I know AI is already changing the way we consume entertainment, like those personalized recommendations you get on streaming services.
Right.
But how is it changing the creation side of things?
Well, AI is being used to create music, art, and even virtual actors for movies and video games.
It's blurring the lines between what's real and what's created by a machine.
Exactly.
And as AI gets better at understanding human emotions and preferences,
Yeah.
can you imagine how much more immersive and personalized entertainment experiences will become?
Absolutely. We might even see AI-generated concerts and movies.
Wow.
That are tailored to our individual tastes.
That's wild.
It is pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Okay, enough games. What does all of this mean for our listeners? I mean,
Yeah.
we've seen how AI is disrupting industries, creating opportunities, and raising these new questions.
Right.
It's a lot to process.
It is. But here's the good news.
Okay.
You don't need to be an AI expert to benefit from this technological revolution.
That's good.
The key is to stay curious, informed, and adaptable.
So what's the best way to stay ahead of the curve?
Embrace lifelong learning.
Okay.
Experiment with new AI tools and technologies, and stay informed about emerging trends.
And if you get stuck or feel overwhelmed?
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Right.
There are tons of resources available, both online and in your community.
It sounds like AI is more than just a technology. It's a whole new way of thinking and approaching problems.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
As we've seen in our deep dive today, AI has the potential to transform our lives in profound ways.
Yeah.
It's up to each of us to make sure it's used for good and that its benefits are shared by everyone.
So the next time you hear about AI, don't just think of it as some distant futuristic concept.
Right.
Think of it as an opportunity.
Absolutely.
A challenge and a call to action.
I like that.
The future is being shaped right now.
Yeah.
And AI is playing a major role.
It is.
The question is,
Yeah.
Are you ready to be a part of it?
That wraps up our deep dive into the world of AI.
That's right.
We hope you found it insightful, thought-provoking, and maybe even a little bit inspiring.
I hope so.
Until next time,
Yeah.
stay curious, keep learning, and embrace the possibilities.
See you.